Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Perception. A game which I know two things about. One, it's very blue. Every single picture of it is blue. And two, it was extremely cheap, which is why I'm playing it. And I have no idea how long this game is, so this could turn into a short series, it could turn into, something else. What? Chatty Casey or Silent Night. It's a bit late in the year for that, or a bit early in the year, I suppose. I like to get to know my character. Casey will talk a fair amount, recommended. I prefer my character on the quiet side. Casey will only speak for plot-critical lines. I suppose we should whitter on a bit. Experience the ghost story of Echo Bluff, free from significant danger for narrative enthusiasts and explorers. A misc, spooky mode. A mix of story and danger, the original version of the game. Dying brings you to the entrance of Echo Bluff with all your progress intact, for people who enjoy a bit of risk. And scary, where we're seemingly being chased by some sort of massive finger. That's a bit weird. Enemies are much more aggressive. Dying brings you to the main menu for those who enjoy challenge. Oh, so this is like a permadeath brutal mode thing. I don't have the time for that. I suppose we'll go middle of the road and we'll go for spooky, so that there's a little bit of danger and I can show off my amazing ability to fail miserably. But yeah, I'm hoping this will be a new series of some length. I have no idea how long the game is, so it could be hours, it could be an hour, I don't know. But inspired by true
when
events.
You're blind, you learn a thing or two about trust. You learn who to trust.
Creepy Cassie, never gonna find out. Cassie can't see.
You learn what to trust.
Focus, Cassie. What's this sound?
A fan.
Good. Now, what's in front of the fan?
I don't know.
Cassie, sounds are how we see. Listen. Tap your cane.
It's a coffee mug.
Right. Excellent. Though you are without sight, it does not mean you cannot see.
And most importantly, you learn to trust yourself. Even if that means hopping on the first flight to Boston to find the mansion from your nightmares. I don't know why I've been having these dreams for months now, and I certainly don't know what's waiting for me at Echo Bluff. But I do know I can't take much more of the torment. So I'm trusting myself to get to the bottom of it.
Oh. Right. Sheesh. Where do I even begin? Okay. This is not what I expected. This is completely different. I had no idea this is what this was. Phone vibrates. I think it's tabbed to open the phone, isn't it?
Hello?
Cassie, I'm on my way. Just stay put.
Look, considering you're boarding and I'm at the door, we're both past the point of no return here.
Hang out at the cafe for a few hours. I'll be there soon.
I'm tired of being told what I can't do. I want answers. I want sleep. I want my life back. And I want to prove I can do this.
Ah. I see. That explains the whole tap cane thing and the tap cane volume that they were talking about in the control setup and why it was also why it all seemed so important. So I'm blind. And I see through echolocation, like I believe some fish do. That explains the colour scheme. This is incredible. I wish the range was slightly higher. Ah, and it marks important things when I find them, like detective vision. This is fascinating. This is absolutely fascinating. I have never heard of a game that does... Well, I heard of games that do echolocation before, but never in such a gorgeous way. I've heard of games that do it in a really basic way, but this is fascinating. This is locked. Oh, this is amazing. presumably my cane is going to attract enemies as well, so I'll need to learn to just operate using my feet at some point, because the enemies will be able to track me from my footfalls. That's going to be fascinating, though. I'm already very interested to see how this goes.
Hello? I know nobody's there, but I'm just doing my due diligence.
I mean, naturally. You were going to say something about breaking the fourth wall with some dialogue then, but
Hello? Probably should have worked out a plan if someone is, you know, here.
I like you, you're sassy. Right, oh yeah, the rope. Is that like a carrot and stick thing, he says, forgetting which button is the cane?
In my dreams, I always see a rope, a ticket, an apple, and an axe.
Oh,
Maybe start there.
It's like those psychometric tests where they give you 4 pictures and say which is the odd one out. Okay, this is going to be fun. So it looks like someone was in the process of moving in, or possibly moving out. I don't know how loud that cane is for you. I know I can change that in the options. If it proves to be a bit loud, I may turn it down. But just for the sake of us both, I'm going to tap the cane.
Deep breaths, Cassie. You're here for a reason.
Oh, it's locked now. Lovely. I'm so glad to see that I don't need to worry about managing my P's and Q's when it comes to closing doors.
Dearest Richard, happy anniversary, my love. What a perfect way to begin our 10th year together. New house, new baby on the way. I know this fresh start is the perfect way to complete our family. Felicia.
That's lovely. That's
What was that?
very nice indeed.
A memory?
Oh, Is it gone? Was that always there? Oh, the door's open now. Ah, right, okay. I don't know what that massive mousetrap is. We'll come back to all of that in a minute. Okay, that makes a lot more sense that that's a memory. I'm interacting with a memory. I was wondering how under the sun I was able to read that, because it didn't look like it was in Braille. Okay, someone was having a nice takeaway. I don't know how I interact with this, but, okay, let's go and have a look at that mousetrap then. Do I have a run? No, I don't. Okay, or at least not yet. But to be honest with you, running if you're blind is probably an incredibly dangerous idea. Cassette player?
Felicia's pregnancy suits her. She glows. She walks around holding her tummy. Sometimes she just smiles for no reason.
Doesn't sound creepy at all.
I was worried about the solitude of this place, but I think the impending
Oh, it's the
addition is
husband. I
going
thought it was
to
a
be
doctor for
her
some stupid
all
reason. Ignore me.
Until then, I just need to keep a batch of chocolate chip cookies on hand at all times. It appears cravings aren't just a wives' tale.
They really are, I promise you. Right. Oh, how nice of the ghost. They moved something. Landmarks and memories appear in green. I see. So memories. I must be linked to this place then. This family, this man and this Felicia, their child, they must be linked to me somehow.
What was that?
Control to use sixth sense for next goal. Sorry, I find it quite difficult to say a lot of S's in a single sentence. Okay. I'm being reminded slightly of the I can't remember what it was called. One of the Chucky movies, one of the later Chucky movies. Return of Chucky, Curse of Chucky, Cult of Chucky, something like that.
Hello?
Had a similar sort of setup. Only with a character who couldn't walk instead. Oh, that's nice of you. Punch a blind girl in the back of the head. That's nice of you. That's real gentlemanly, Mr. Ghost. This is why I went to Boston. I should have gone to Gotham. Then we have some proper astute ghosts.
Now, Cassie, that music box belongs to St. Joseph's, not to Cassie Thornton. Put it back.
Hi, little thief.
But I need the music box to help me fall asleep. It's a new house. I'm scared to go. But I love this song. Okay. Fine. I'll leave it for the next girl.
Ah, so I'm an orphan. Fascinating.
Wish I'd left that one buried in the backyard.
I know the feeling,
That
kiddo.
back.
I know the feeling, kiddo. That's a freaky design. That's a very modern sort of rocking chair. That's quite freaky in its own right. That was fascinating. The little details they put in of the woman tapping her foot, and the effect that had on me. That was fascinating. You know what I notice? It's a rope, and there's a stool and a drop. I don't think I want to touch this.
I don't understand. This is the rope. The same damn rope for my dreams. What the hell does it mean?
Frankly, I dread to think.
Guess
A
I suppose
rock?
I've always loved.
Wish I'd left that one buried in the backyard.
That's me. That's my voice from a minute ago. Why is it coming back to my head?
was not an echo.
If it was, it certainly wasn't the time you get while spelunking, or whatever it's called. What? A book? Put back? Re-trigger memory? Oh, 3 out of 17. Sorry, there's a thing you can't even see there in the corner. Sorry, there's a... I probably should. I need to get better at this. Yeah, I think that's like a collectible. It says like Briar, Thornton. 3 out of 17. So I'm guessing those are collectibles. Hide. No need to hide. Thank you. That tells me it's okay now. Okay. So, if my name's Thornton, and that Felicia woman's name was Thornton, I'm starting to think that maybe I am the baby. So, re-trigger memory. What's this?
I've always loved this agate's healing properties, but last week when I had a stomachache, I went to touch it and it was hot. The stone wasn't in the sunlight or by a heater, and the stones around it were cool to the touch. What really worries me is that it's a protection stone.
Protection stone? I don't know much about, that kind of stuff, whatever word you want to use to describe it, so, I'm not quite sure what that means.
What the pregnancy manuals don't prepare you for is that first kick. It feels like you swallowed a big fat goldfish and it's flopping around in your stomach.
That's a new way of describing it.
Maybe we'll name her Goldie.
Maybe that's the reason all those children were named that. Okay. Oh, this is open. I don't know where I'm going next. I went to the bedroom. Nothing ever happens wrong in a bedroom in a horror movie or a horror game or even
Tossing and
Touchstone,
turning and tossing and
not
turning.
Thornton. My mistake.
I used to sleep on my belly before I got pregnant. Now I roll around like a woman possessed.
What a
This
coincidence.
baby kicks so frantically sometimes. It must be very excited.
That's one way of putting it, I suppose. Okay. TV? Oh, I can trigger items that make sound in order to act as beacons. Fascinating. This is excellent. I wonder if they did... I presume they did. I wonder if they did, like, consulting with people who actually live like this, because this is fascinating, and this seems very believable, you know, for someone who knows nothing about it.
Finding these little things in the strangest places around the house. The last one I threw over the side of the cliff because it made me feel dizzy when I touched it. But here it is. The same one with the unstitched eye back under our bed. And it's a little soggy.
There's never mind, that joke is honestly so disgusting even though I'm not gonna make it. Yeah, we're gonna completely ignore the soggy thing at the side of the bed. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. I've also realised it's Touchstone, not Thornton, which means if those people are the Touchstones and I'm a Thornton, that puts a hole in my hypothesis. Ah, kitchen. Kitchen, perhaps? Through here? This is locked. Gotta get some food. This is gorgeous, though. Just the level of detail is lovely. And I'm not just saying that because the levels of darkness will probably produce small file sizes. I swear I'm not saying it just for that reason. It is genuinely, actually very, very beautiful. This way of designing things. I'm always interested to see new ways of rendering worlds, like when we did horror in the museum all those months ago. This was closed door. Why do I want to close the door? I like this. This is pretty. Examine. Tree?
Tree in my dreams and I just forgot.
Alright. Goodness. It's like that
hell?
that bit in
Who's
Family Guy
here?
where Quagmire is his didgeridoo out the window and then it smashes down. Can I hide in here? Is that what these are for? No, I definitely cannot squeeze myself in there. Okay. This is still locked. I'm gonna get on my hands and knees and I'm gonna squish my way along. Through here? I don't remember. Hi, friend.
Ghosts.
How are you?
Actual ghosts.
Are you friendly? No, you're very into your privacy. Oh, I understand why you're into your privacy. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Honey, can you grab the pills you prescribed me for morning sickness? I left my purse in the car.
Yeah, sure. I'll grab them.
Definitely.
Jesus.
I haven't got a clue where the... Oh, this is the other room to the kitchen. Okay, okay, now I'm on pill finding duty, I suppose. Can I use my... Yes, I was wondering if control would lead me to that. This is very Skyrim-like. This is gorgeous. Whoa, 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 whoa. Most zombies crawl out of the floor.
Imagining things, Cass.
You're crawling into the floor. Why do I need to run? Why are you telling me that now? I like that you're giving me the option to scamper. I appreciate that. But why are you saying it now? That's what makes me wonder. Hi, friend. Hi. Please don't pounce on me. That's the last thing I need today. This is exciting, though. I like this. Right. Purse in the car. Here's the car. Let's have a look for the purse in the car. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's alright, it's alright. It's just an owl. It's just an owl. What you panicking about? It's just an owl. Just relax. Everything's going to be fine. Let's get the pills. There we are. Scan with Delphia? I'm sorry, what?
Text to speech.
Patient, Briar, Felicia. 20 milligrams fluoxetine, tabs. Instructions, take twice daily with water. Dr. Richard Briar.
What kind of doctor prescribes to his own wife?
Interesting. So, Touchstone isn't their name. Briar is their name. Okay, so that kills my theory about me being the child then. Okay, so they're the Briars, and I'm the... What in the name of Odin is that? Please tell me that's the woman vomiting again. I've never wanted something to be a woman vomiting in a toilet before, but to be honest with you, in comparison to some of the other options that are around here.
New text message from Serge.
Hey, about to board. What's up? Not angry, just concerned.
Look, I need answers. I just got here and this shit's messed up. I'm onto something. And I'm starting to think I'm having these nightmares for a reason.
Message sent.
Thank you, phone. Okay.
This place feels different.
Yes, I see what you mean. Not a bust. There is a bust of a man in a hat. Good for him. Glad to see the hat industry is doing so well in this year. Yeah, so if I'm not related to them, then there must be some other way we're linked.
We have no real neighbors, so the only folks we've met have been at local markets. Brief interactions. Felicia and I aren't bar-hopping types, so for the most part, we're alone up here. I don't mind the solitude myself. In fact, I thrive when it's just me and my thoughts. But I'm worried Felicia's going to want some girlfriends. I should encourage her to get out more. And make sure she doesn't mention our address.
Now something a little bit more interesting is starting to develop. So they've moved somewhere very secluded, right? See, just look at this. This is gorgeous. They've moved somewhere very secluded with the Briar puppet, one of two. They've moved somewhere very secluded. The husband, the father of the baby, is the doctor that's prescribing the medicines to the wife, which means he could take advantage of that if he needed to, or if he wanted to, by prescribing her with materials that might affect her in certain ways, shall we say.
That thing was in the garage again. With the baby sitting on my bladder, it took all my self-control not to wet myself. My nerves are shot.
Never
I
thought of that
need
being
some
an
tea.
effect before. Never considered that before. So why did the husband not want the address to get out? Why did he not want people coming around the house? Why did he...
I'll be out in a bit. Just leave it on the bar, honey. Thank you.
Okay, if that's what you would like, then... Goodness, this is a nice house. Let's have a listen to this first.
Each one is absolute crap. I've got a stack of JAMA journals up to my chin, and every issue is stuffed with pompous pseudo-intellectual prattle about the dangers of the medical model and the anti-pharmaceutical movement. Do no harm, my ass. One of my colleagues going to get back to what matters, the patient. Not commentary on the state of bennies. This drivel serves no one.
Okay, that had lots of big words in it that I didn't understand. Interesting. So perhaps he wanted to perform some form of tests or research or experiment, and people thought it was unethical. It goes against certain practices, certain policies of the medical profession. Maybe I just put these back.
Super. Now that I'm done running ghost errands, I can get back to the snooping.
So perhaps he moved here to a secluded spot where he could work in peace? Oh, whoa!
Hate fire.
Ah, okay. Is fire a danger to me? Am I not able to go near fire? No, okay. I thought this was the introduction of a new gameplay mechanic. Maybe fire was going to be something I couldn't go near. But, our baby bottle. I'll come back to that in a moment. I want to have a quick look around first. I'm going to witter for a moment, because I haven't been doing that much. I feel odd. So they moved to this secluded spot, and I'm beginning to think that might be because of the husband's intentions. Oh, good, a hiding spot. This could come in handy. I reckon the husband was the one that made the decision to come here, particularly since he said he's happy alone with his thoughts, but the wife would want some friends. I am breaking a lot of things, aren't I? Is my cane making vibrations or something that's shattering the windows, like an opera singer or something? Question is, what did the husband want to do? Yes, I'd like to scan it, please.
Delphi. Text-to-speech.
Nancy Chang's Chinese cuisine.
Yummy. Yummylicious. Right, okay. So this seems relatively modern. Relatively modern day. I don't know how
She's
modern.
so perfect. It's almost like she's hard to look at. My eyes can't focus. I should probably tell Richard. I don't want to tell Richard.
So the baby was born. In what form, I don't quite know yet, but the baby was certainly born. And the wife was experiencing some effects. Huh. I can even tell what thing, like, look, if I tap the cane in relation to this wall, it sounds like that because it's wood. If I tap it in relation to this metal object, it sounds metal. Isn't that a lovely little bit of attention to detail? I think the husband was prescribing some medications that were having an effect. The house is listening.
Who is master
Should I be quiet then?
Man or the insect? Nature's most creatures
Oops.
represent of life.
I can't make out what they're saying. It's all gone to static.
Terrifying mandibles.
I caught the word terrifying, but that's about all I caught.
Stop the insect. They are utterly ruthless in their lust to destroy. Come and gorge to their heart's content.
Come and join to their heart's
The
content.
laws of nature are inexorable.
I have no idea. It seems to be about something big and complicated that's too much for me to understand. Okay, so back here again. So what's my next objective? Okay, my next objective is somewhere down there, so I should probably actually head downstairs rather than go back upstairs. So possibly this is a slightly open world design. Where's it gone? It's over there. Right. In the sense that you have this whole house to walk around, and you can explore different parts of
What
it.
does a rope, a ticket, and a goddamn apple have to do with anything? Why that?
I don't know.
Why those items?
Hi, friend. You seem oddly familiar. What? Moore. I was playing a game with someone of that name just yesterday. Okay. What was on the phone?
Messages.
What?
Messages. Michael. Michael, hey there, Cass. I just got word you're heading to Massachusetts. That's quite the trip. Me, Pay Miller. Yep. I'm on the tarmac. Good times. Michael, really? Like just now? That's a pretty long flight. Why Massachusetts? Me, long indeed. But necessary. Sorry to be so cryptic, but it's important that I go. Michael, okay. If you ever need to email me again, I'll be waiting. Me, I'll bring you back some Boston cream pie and we'll get to those emails. Promise.
Okay, is that the doctor I was talking to before who was teaching me how to... Who was teaching me how to use my echolocation? Seems like a nice person. So you're gonna be like the gentle fatherly figure who's gonna be very integral to this story? Let's get some more story.
Let's see here. Dose 1, 50 milligrams of imipramine, along with 100 milligrams of morphine for pain. Patient is woozy but not hysterical. We'll maintain dosage tomorrow.
Who's the patient? Some poor local who didn't deserve this, or your wife who definitely didn't deserve this?
Dose 2. The imipramine has caused vomiting and patient's hysteria has returned. Moving forward with a combination of monoamine, oxidase inhibitors, and tricyclic antidepressants.
Indeed. We're going to continue the pathology of made-up-a-ron and fictionarium. Do you not feel that way? Do you not feel that way sometimes with all of these big names that you read on the back of packets and things? Do you not think they just made some of them up? Some of them just sound so ridiculous. Gas leak. We have more things to worry about than a gas leak. Can we turn this off, please, before someone dies? Do I need to get this sorted? Or is this just a beacon? I'm going to assume for the time being it's just a beacon. So who is that little girl? Was she the baby of Felicia? And yes, that message was talking about inducements of vomiting. That's a bust, right? Yes, it is. And the wife was vomiting, so I'm starting to think that maybe she was definitely the subject.
Don't know where it's coming from, but sometimes I see this thing. Don't know why, but I just have to paint it. Even if it's just to get it out of my periphery.
Is there a painting here? There's definitely a painting of something behind it. It looks like maybe an archway, perhaps? Or some pillars, perhaps? I don't know. Let's have that back on, please. Thank you. Oh, is this... Oh, no, this is just something right behind. So have I been skirting around the danger so far? By pure luck and chance? Or have I not properly encountered it yet? I'm going to assume that I haven't encountered it yet. Hello. You look most displeased with the situation. So yes, I think the wife was definitely the recipient of these medications. And it was passed off as morning sickness, when in reality it wasn't. Whoa, 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 I'm sorry that I invaded you in the shower. I know that was your personal moment you were having. I'm sorry about that, but there's no need to grapple me, alright? You can just say, excuse me, occupied. Oh, it's outside. That answers that question at least. Wow. This is great. I just want to emphasize this. Or a hammer. Oh. Piece of paper with vital information on it. Tool for bludgeoning people. What does Phil's brain go to? Violence. Ow.
Delphi. Text-to-speech.
I really must be more careful.
1. Some kind of woman.
Somehow connected to the tree. 2. Other people, seemingly unrelated. A 1940s housewife. Could this be Betty? Some man with a mustache? 3. That song. 4. The noises. 5. Misaligned chakras?
What's a chakra?
Was she having visions too?
Everything's fine now.
Yes, it is, which is why I'm going to leave.
Fine.
Yes, you're doing great.
Sandy's fine.
Is that the baby's name?
Won't you come back and sleep with us, Richard? Daddy.
That was creepy. Okay. So, the wife was presumably also having hallucinations due to the medications. And the dad wasn't sleeping in the same bed anymore. Possibly even in a different house if this gate is anything to go by. Weird. She sounded drugged out, though. She must have been on some pretty hard substances. Weird. Okay, well, that was the bathroom, wasn't it? Yeah, let's not go back in there. I think we've had more than enough of that. What's in here? Aha.
I suddenly don't feel so good.
Neither do I. Perhaps we should have a sit down. Nice sit down in the chair. These chairs look very comfortable, if admittedly very high.
The patient is taken to seclusion and doesn't seem to understand her surroundings. This, I think, may be for the best.
Makes them more
We'll monitor
abusable.
the situation closely before making any more hasty decisions after last time. Still, she needs her medicine and she leaves her pills on her tray each night. She doesn't understand that she needs to get well for herself and for the baby. I must take matters into my own hands for both their sakes.
Matters into my own hands?
Yeah, that's not creepy at all, is it?
That's not alpha male or anything.
I love this character. I think I've already forgotten your name. I think it's Casey, but I love this character. I'm so... Sorry. Okay, good. I think the bad guy's gone away. Sorry, I didn't realise it was being so noisy. I just wanted to see. Okay, so I find myself wondering now. At what point was that recorded? Was that before or after he started prescribing medication to the wife? Okay, this looks like a baby room. Why would you have a baby room at the top of the stairs? That's an amazingly dangerous thing to do. Okay, this is nice. Am I supposed to be interacting with this, but I'm not supposed to do it until I've dealt with the bad guy?
Delphi. Text-to-speech.
The only star I can really seem to hone in on is IC 2118. A fave, to be sure, but the stars are just wrong here. The worst part is that Felicia agrees.
IC 2118.
I'm going to write that down in case that's important. Okay, that seemed much too specific to not be something absolutely vitally important. So I'm going to keep that in the back of my brain in case that turns out to be like a code for something. If it does turn out to be a code, it's nice that they're using sort of a meaningful code rather than just being something, you know, that's just been scrawled on a wall or something that's happens in most games. But
Sleep with us, Daddy. Sleep with us.
okay, now I find myself wondering, was the wife drugged up and talking weird, or was this going on so long that the baby was talking and walking? I don't know. And to be honest with you, neither of those situations are good. Both of them are quite bad. I really need to stop doing that, don't I? I'm sorry. It's very difficult to see with just me footsteps, alright? Goodness. This is really good. This is honestly really, really good. Okay, so, I think I've lingered here too long. I think I need to head off again. So what's my next objective then? The fridge or something? I'm not quite sure what that is. What's this? What? This little file cabinet? Open lock.
Just a shot in the dark, but I wonder if that star the good doctor was referring to might be it. What was it again? Cha-ching.
Pick up rec room key.
Why can't I go in anymore? I know, my fingers fumble keys and sometimes I'm a little slower than before, but you can't keep me prisoner in this house, in this body. I don't want any more pills.
I don't like where this is going.
Right, okay, where do I even start? Okay, so she was becoming resistant to the pills, which presumably was not pleasing the husband, who was keeping her in the house, wouldn't let her out. Ah, okay, that answers that question. What did she mean, keep me in this body? That's the weird bit. That's the spooky bit. But, I don't feel... Because we spent a little while in that last room, I began to sort of get to know it. I got a good mental picture of it. I was a bit scared now.
Is once again sedated and resting. Part of me wonders if the strange sounds around this house aren't just signs of its age. I'm frightened of this place and of my own wife. I spend most of my time in the turret telling Felicia I'm working and watching the baby. In reality, I'm cowering.
Fascinating. Can we please turn that music off before I get another copyright strike? Because I'm honestly a bit tired of that happening. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful for that. I'm just going to sit in here for a minute, and I'm going to have a quick think. So that's fascinating. That means that the husband's experiments went wrong somehow. The medications became too much. It had some negative effect on her, and she began to scare him, which is probably just his just desserts. But where am I going? I'm going down there, so I don't want to go upstairs yet. I'm curious about what's upstairs. We'll come back to that later. And he took the baby with him, which now makes me wonder why she was saying, "Why wouldn't you sleep with us?" What in the name of Odin's beard was that? I was looking at the camera. All I saw was something that looked like 2 or 3 green leaves. An arcade machine. Nice spooky music. But I'm slightly confused why we have an arcade here. I didn't realise we were living in the Ashens household, but okay. That's cool, I suppose. So why was she saying, "Why wouldn't you sleep with us"? Was there a demon inside of her? And that's what was complaining about being trapped in that body?
Found one of Felicia's paintings today. While I did in fact encourage her to take up this new hobby after seeing this piece, well, it sickened me. Made me question my own advice. It wasn't her technique that gave me pause, but rather her subject matter.
So she was seeing something. Seeing something, and that's what she was painting, and that was worrying him. I still feel like the husband is the responsible one here. As in the one responsible for this problem, not the one that's making good decisions. Not that she sounds like she's in much of a position to make good decisions anyway, but you know what I mean. Is this the... Oh, I thought this might be the... No, never mind. So something was scaring him. Looks like there's definitely some stuff upstairs. Okay, let's go have a look upstairs if I can remember where that is. I think it's over here. It's fascinating though how this sort of... Hello, Mr. Deer. I'm glad to see you finally made your way off the wall. It's fascinating to see how this almost sort of minimalist environment, as it were, where there's less to see, or less that can be seen most of the time. It's fascinating how it builds up this mental image in your head. Like, I could have been walking around this house in a normal 3D environment for the last 45 minutes, and I probably wouldn't remember very much of it at all, but I have a much, much clearer mental image than I normally do at this stage, because, at least I think, of this method of seeing. It's fascinating.
Dose 3. Attempted a blockade of presynaptic dopamine reuptake, but this has accelerated patient psychosis. Going to try a cocktail of meproteline, amoxapine, and trazodone. Symptoms not typical postpartum and seem to be triggered in certain parts of the home. Considering hypnosis.
Okay, fascinating. Something I actually understand on a scientific level. Okay, so postpartum means post-birth. And what's my next objective? Something over there. And presynaptic dopamine reuptake. Okay, let me just give you a quick lesson on neurotransmitters. If you're not familiar with them, neurotransmitters are small chemicals that sit between different nerves in the brain, basically, and well throughout the entire body, and they go into the gap between the two neurons. I don't know if you can see this, and they act as like a bridge that allows the electrical impulse to carry along. Dopamine is one of these neurotransmitters, which it's a pretty complicated thing, but basically it's a sort of a feel-good energy kind of thing, and it allows basically positive stuff to go across. So basically positive electrical impulses go along. So for example, eating chocolate or hugging, things like that, being happy, those things release dopamine, which allows these positive electrical impulses to move around the brain and make you feel these sort of good things. So a reuptake inhibitor, what that does is, when these neurotransmitters exist in these gaps between the neurons, a reuptake thing basically sort of soaks up the neurotransmitter, in this case the dopamine, back into the nerve at one end of it, which means the neurotransmitter isn't there anymore, which means the electrical impulses can no longer move along. So if you have too much of this neurotransmitter reuptaking, process going on, then you don't have that neurotransmitter there anymore, which means you can't feel that impulse as much as you normally would. So a dopamine reuptake inhibitor would prevent the dopamine from being reuptaken or taken back up, which means it would stay there for longer, which means you would feel these electrical impulses more. So basically, that means she'd be having more dopamine in her system, which means she'd be feeling more stuff. And if I remember my psychology education correctly, too much dopamine is a symptom of psychosis and hallucinations and other such spooky stuff. Right. Sorry for the history. Sorry for the science lesson.
It's from my favorite book growing up, The Princess and the Frog. My mom said she always caught me by old stinky ponds and wetlands looking for my future husband. But it wasn't about boys. I fell in love with nature, the sort of spirits that bind us. If a gem or an herb could facilitate a divine connection, why couldn't an animal have a beautiful soul?
I'm sorry, since when did germs? Since when did gems and herbs?
See a killer frog, Felicia.
Why did what's with gems and herbs making divine connections? I must have missed that bit of my biology course. What was that noise? I didn't enjoy that noise. Okay, so there's many bits and bobs here. These look like more rocks from earlier. Is there something I can hide behind? Yes, it is. That may come in handy in a minute, because I'm probably going to need to tap myself quite a bit in order to see what's going on here. So these sculptures... Ah, these are like little crystals. Crystalline structures. Maybe this is where that gem thing she mentioned comes in. Interesting. Do you know what? I think I'm just gonna sit here behind this, whatever this is, for a moment, just to make sure that whatever it is gone. So I'm still not sure what it is that's hunting me, or is going to hunt me. I can't quite tell the difference between what is a ghost and what's a memory. Did you see that? Because I saw that and I'm not happy about it. Hi, friend.
Have you come to play?
Oh, hell no.
Please still be there. Thank you. Thank you. Great. A talking doll. Ah, we've made our way to the other end of the bathroom. My brain is not working. Hide. You can hide in the shower. It's like welcome back to the game. We can hide from Lucas. I really hope Lucas isn't here, because Lucas is going to have a significant advantage against me. That's probably a good idea. There we go. Why? What with the candles? Oh, bath, of course. How stupid of me. Okay, where to next then? I have no idea what that is, and I don't know why it's undulating. But okay, we'll keep going for a little tiny bit longer. I'd like to find a little crescendo or something we could end the first episode on. So let's. Okay. I'm sorry. I keep hearing this flutter of like moth wings, and the store picture was like of a woman's face with moths on her face that she seemed most displeased about, and understandably so. So I don't know whether it's moths that are chasing me. I don't know what it is that's chasing me. I haven't got a clue what's chasing me. Where was it again? Over there. Oh, so I've gone the wrong way, basically. Oh, it's a lot closer than I thought it was. I'm being a total twit. So what's this? Ah, crystal.
First the sagebrushes, now this. How does malachite crack? It's supposed to protect me and the baby. How does a gem inside a silver setting just shatter like that?
Fascinating. Thanks for pronouncing the name of that rock. Because I've been... What? Pick up what key? Okay.
How to raise my baby.
Solarium.
Goddamn key to the playroom. Where is it? I don't need the pills anymore, and I don't need you watching my every move. Can't you tell? I haven't taken them in days.
Okay. Now we're gonna go to the solarium and visit Mr. Hardy next to the aquarium. Okay. I don't know what that angel of death was doing, but there they were. I suppose that's a nice crescendo to end an episode on. My giddy aunt, this is fantastic. This is a lot more than I was ever thinking it was going to be. Okay. That was the first episode of Perception. This is really good. This art style of just this is gorgeous. Right? This is absolutely gorgeous, and this is incredible. I really, really like this. And the story is good, the characters are believable, they're likable, they're fun. This is honestly really impressive, and I have no idea who made this. So this could be a relatively small studio, or it could be a big established thing. I've got absolutely no idea, but I'm really enjoying this. I hope you are enjoying it too. Thank you very much for joining me. Look after each other, and good night.